Hey, what's going on, everybody? Samuel Akem here, and I'm back with another one. The Grizz got a big dub against Portland State this weekend, setting up a monster matchup in Cat Grizz, which is going to be amazing. It's going to be an amazing week. It's going to be an amazing game. It's going to be exciting. All the chips are on the table right now. Big Sky Championship on the line, top 3 seed in the playoffs on the line. Bragging rights for the next 364 days is on the line. It doesn't get any better than this. When I was talking about a couple weeks ago, when I talked about the end up to the season is going to be exciting, I was anticipating, Idaho still being in the mix. Idaho ended up losing this weekend to Weber State. I'm going to be breaking down that video as well. I'm going to be breaking down that game as well. But it was just an exciting weekend. It's going to be an exciting week. Everybody pays attention to Cat Grizz. Everybody pays attention to the Brawl of the Wild. Everybody knows when that game is scheduled. Everybody in the Big Sky, much less everybody in Montana. We already know everybody in Montana knows when that game is, but everybody in the Big Sky is always watching that game. Everybody will be watching it super tightly at this point because where we are in the season, what the records are. The Bobcats are 8-2, 6-1 in conference, and the Grizzlies are 9-1, 6-1 in conference. So it's going to be an exciting week. It's going to be an amazing game. It's going to be an awesome atmosphere. It's in Missoula, 12 p.m. Saturday, November 18th. It's going to be amazing. I cannot wait. But we're not going to get into that right now. We're going to get into the Portland State game. Montana beat Portland State 34-10. It was a really good showing for the Grizz. I will say this, one thing that I have noticed throughout the whole season, not just this weekend, but something that ended up biting them. I think this game should have been about 40 or maybe even 45 to 50 to 10. Our defense played a really good game. They gave up one touchdown on a long pass, but for the most part, I think they were pretty sound. But offensively, there's been holding penalties, and it's really been holding penalties. We've gotten big plays all season long, and we'll get holding penalties that bring things back. I think that's something that's hurt us all year. I think we would have more points on our point differential if we were able to clean that up. Hopefully that doesn't become a problem for us in the Cat game. I don't believe it will. I think they'll get that cleaned up, but that's just been something that I've noticed and something that kind of showed itself in this game. But we're going to break this game down. Portland State started off with the ball, and they were actually able to move the ball pretty successfully this first drive. Started off with a 7-yard run to number 23. Not so sure about a lot of their players' names. I know Sashere, he's a good player. He's got some talent. But in terms of, I haven't watched too much Portland State, so I don't know too much about what they do. I know they're the second best running team in the conference behind Bozeman. Obviously, they were averaging about 230. I think it was like 229 yards per game. And I believe Montana held them to like 95 or 93 something. They held them under 100, so that's really good. Especially after this first drive, it was kind of looking like they might be able to drive down the field on us. So they're going to go this option with the quarterback and the running back. And Sashere keeps it, slides down. Got a 2nd and 4 here. Looks like we got some man coverage on the outside. One high safety. Man, this is really good coverage. This is a really good catch, really good throw by Sashere. This is why a lot of people early on in the season and throughout the season have talked about his talent. He had that 5-touchdown game early on in the season, but, he can make the throws. I think he has the talent to be able to do what he needs to do to operate effectively in the Big Sky Conference. And this is one of those throws. This is a really good throw. TC is right in this guy's hip pocket, as we know he always is, but it's just a better throw and better catch. There's nothing TC can do here. TC covered this amazingly. It's just sometimes you get got, and that was one of them. Great play by him. Man, so this drive was actually going fairly smoothly to start. They got that big play. They had a couple runs that got them down the field. So now they're right outside the 25-yard line, about to get in the red zone territory. And, they've kind of been having their way offensively. Levi makes 2 plays here, this play, and then a couple plays later, he's going to make another play. And man, I think he saved the whole drive. I think he's the one that kept them to getting only a field goal on this drive. But let's watch this play right here. Levi is right here. He's just going to shoot this gap behind this guard and make the play for a TFL. Great play by him. Looks like they're trying to run some type of stretch. You see all the linemen fastly getting this way, trying to get this way right at the snap. And Levi just shoots the gap and meets the running back in the backfield. And then, of course, as you know, with the Montana defense, his brothers aren't far behind him. So really good play by Levi. So following that play, they're in a 2nd and 12, 2nd and long. This is what the Grizz want. This is what any defense wants. But they're going to run it. And it looks like we get decent push up front. I actually like the push up front by Hayden and who's that? Kale. But he just slips through a gap somehow and then jump cuts his way to a gain of like 8 yards. So, 3rd and 3 on 2nd and 12. They got 9 on 2nd and 12. So not ideal. But look, they moved out of this. They moved into this formation after the snap. But I want you to pay attention. Levi's right here. I said Levi made 2 plays that saved this drive, and I truly believe that. So they're going to try to throw this quick screen. So really when teams do this, let me tell you guys about this. When teams do these formations to where they split guys out like this and split guys out like this, honestly, looking at this pre-snap picture, I honestly probably wouldn't went up top if it was me personally. I've never played quarterback in my life. I'm just looking at the numbers. It looks like this is a more favorable matchup up here than it is down here. I would have went up top. They're going to go down bottom, but you're really trying to look for numbers. They're not going to run it. They only have 3 blockers for a running back or a quarterback, and we got 6 on the line or 5 on the line of scrimmage. But he's going to throw this down here, and it just doesn't number 55 doesn't. I mean, I don't know what they were trying to do with these blocks, but they didn't get their blocks effectively, and Levi blew this play up. Let's watch it happen. Look at that. Diagnoses it. Look at him reading the eyes of the quarterback, watching where the quarterback's going to go. Quarterback goes here. I mean, this is why I was wondering about this block by the lineman, because it's like, what? I mean, why is he going down here to block Levi? He should have stayed right in front of the receiver and created a wall right here, but he goes out. So then there's a lane, and then you would leave the inside shade open when your receiver's catching it over here. So Levi just, I don't know. I don't know the coaching points. I'm not in their offensive scheme. I'm not their offensive coordinator. I'm not in their locker room, so I don't know. I just think that was kind of odd. I probably would have went up top if I was a quarterback. I'm not the quarterback. I've never played quarterback, so it is what it is. We ended up getting a stop right there. Portland State kicked the ball away, and they have the 3-0. Portland State kicked a field goal, then they kicked the ball away. Montana's got the ball back. It's a 3-0 lead for Portland State. About 10 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Montana's going to get their first drive. Man, Montana early on in this game in the first quarter, first half really, until probably I'd say late in the first half, Montana was moving the ball beautifully, able to run the ball. Clifton has been operating this offense at a very high level. I've been very impressed with how he's been able to turn this season around. I think it relates to him getting more reps under his belt. I talked about that last week. I'm not going to get into it, but I just think he's been doing a phenomenal job, and I can't say enough about it. Him, Eli, the receivers, it just seems like everybody on this offense has really been coming together at the right time, right at that early mid-season point in the season where things were kind of up in the air offensively. Our defense was starting to play at a high level, but our offense was still, slowly trying to get it together, and now it just seems like they've been firing on all cylinders. It's great to see, and it seems like the Grizz are playing their best football at the right time of the season, which is what coaches preach all the time. You're gonna get this split zone. Split zone, meaning you got the tight end coming across on a band block. Everybody else is zone blocking on the inside. And what was that, 10? Maybe 10 on first down. You're going to get this read to Xavier. I think he's reading this guy or this guy, one of these guys on the edge. But 27 shoots the gap. And Clifton's going to pull it and get that first down on 2nd and 1. Option play, you got Junior in the backfield. So you're most likely reading one of these guys on this edge for the option. You're trying to make him commit. He commits to Clifton. Clifton pitches it. And Junior's going to get about 5 on this. But really, he's looking at this guy right here. This guy commits to Clifton. Let me pitch it off. And Junior's going to get about 5. Good run. Got this curl by Racanelli up top. This is a really good route. So Aaron did not play this game. I'm not sure about that. He didn't make the trip to Portland State to Portland. I don't know why he didn't play. I'd be interested to know. But I think Racanelli stepped in fine and covered for him and did a good job. He ran some good routes, made some catches, and I think we were able to get the job done. Hopefully Aaron's able to come back next week. I think it'd be nice if we could have him. But I think Racanelli did a good job. Good catch, good route, good break at the top. Watch the break at the top on this curl. Good break, good catch, and way to get some rack after it too. Get the first down. That is on 2nd and 16 too, so that's a really good play. I think we had got a holding or maybe a false start. I can't remember, but in between there, I think we had got a holding or a false start. So you got 2nd and 8 here, and you're just gonna run this spot by the number 3 receiver. So we're in empty. You got Racanelli here at number 3. I can't see who number 2 is or number 1, but you got all your receivers split out, and you're just gonna run that spot. Just give it to him now. One point of emphasis I would have for Racanelli here is no need to go inside. No need to go inside. Everybody's inside. Everybody's in there. You got a straight shot to the first down right here. It's 2nd and 8. Obviously, you have another down, but if we don't have to get the third down, let's not get the third down. Let's just go straight for the first down. Let's not try to dance. I'm not a coach. I'm not his coach. That's just what I would do. That's just my suggestion. But yeah, I would just go straight, get the first down. But I thought this was a really good play. Really good ball by Clifton. Get it in his hands. Let the receiver work. Good job. Way to find the hole in the defense. In the zone defense. I thought this was really awesome. I tweeted during the game. So this is 3rd and 2 after that Racanelli play. I thought this was really awesome. I tweeted about this during the game, talking about how I think our offense has been doing a really good job of getting the ball in the playmakers' hands, like Xavier, like Eli, like Junior, like getting the ball in the hands of the people that are good with it. Outside the tackles or whenever, just get the ball in their hands. They've been doing that. Xavier is really good outside the tackles. I've said that all season long. I think he's really good outside the tackles. We're going to run him on this little jet sweep. He goes on a pre-snap motion, jet sweep pre-snap motion. He's going to get the handoff and going to get the first down on 3rd and 2. Great play. Great play. Good blocking on the outside. That's all we need. All we need. Got a 1st and 10. Gonna give it to Eli, and he's gonna get like 8. So I think this is a read. I'm almost positive this is a read. He's probably reading this guy. He's probably reading this guy, but there's 2 other white hats that show up, so it's like probably just give it to him. This is a really good cut by Eli to make this guy miss, because they kind of had us dead to rights. You got 3 white hats right here, 2 Grizz players right here, 3 on 2. You would think they should be able to get us right here. They don't. Eli turns it into a really positive play and gets it into a 2nd down and manageable. Now we're in 3rd and 3. And we're going to go no tush push, just straight QB sneak on 3rd and 3. I don't even know if that was 3rd and 3. How can they say that's 3rd and 3? This is definitely a 3rd and 1. But down here it says 3rd and 3. So that's why I said 3rd and 3. It's a 3rd and 1 for sure. But we're going to get it on. That actually might have been a 4th down. Hold up. Let me go back. No, it's 3rd down. They just had the number wrong. So this is 1st down. So 1st and 10. So you're going to get what looks to be some crossing concept across the middle. You got Junior on this pre-snap motion. He's most likely flaring out to the flats, maybe a wheel after the fact. I don't know though. But you got this play action in the backfield, play action to Eli. You're gonna send him off to the flats. You got the tight end in protection. He's doing a good job protecting. But you send Eli out to the flats, and you basically just tell him to sit there after the play action. Because, oh man, no. So you got Racanelli on this crosser. You got the play action at the snap. But what I really think they wanted to get, Portland State was in a zone here, so it doesn't work out. You hope they get in man, and you hope they confuse responsibilities with this. But watch Keelan here. They're going to try to sneak Keelan across the formation and he just gets caught up. But he's got one guy underneath him, and then there's a safety over top of him too. So it wasn't there. Good check down by Clifton. Really good play by Clifton. I like the play design as well by Coach Pease. I see what he's trying to do. It didn't work out, but you could see the vision for sure. Gets it to Eli, and Eli makes things happen. Great play. I don't think Portland State had the best tackling day that they've had of the season. I don't know how they've tackled throughout the season, but they had a long day with the Grizz, for sure. And I honestly thought he scored this. I didn't put the replay on here. I didn't put the slow-mo on here, but I thought he got in. Can't really see it here, but they said his elbow came down, so it is what it is. Got down on the 1 yard line. Really good play by Eli. Really good of making people miss. Really good of getting us down there. Good play by Clifton. Great drive, and then Clifton's going to finish it off on a sneak. Maybe a little bit of tush push right there. Not much, but you got the guys behind him pushing them. They weren't as close as they start off on some teams, but it is what it is. Man, so 7-3 lead for Montana. Drive down on the first drive, score. That's something that I think we've kind of struggled with throughout this year, starting fast. I think we did that this game. Really good showing. Really good to see that happen. And then you got the ensuing kickoff. And let's watch Garrett Graves just show up. Stymie him. Nothing. I mean, Garrett just shows up out of nowhere. Great play. Great special teams play. We love that. And then, we love it. Great play. Man, this was awesome play by Nash. So looks like they're going to be in some type of one high shell. Probably a cover 3, the way Corbin's bailing and just the way this corner's playing, even though he doesn't have a receiver on him. I'm going to call it cover 3, but just watch Nash. Nash is going to shoot this gap, make this play, tackle him, tackle for loss in the backfield. Oh my gosh, what am I trying to say? Just great play by Nash, great recognition, great way to fire. Don't wait on it. Go make the play. Great play, TFL. So now you got him in a 2nd and long, 2nd and 12 on this next play. This is a pretty good play. Decent route too by number 6. He might have had 100 receiving yards during this game just because he had like a long 60-yard touchdown or something like that, maybe 50-yard touchdown. But this is a good route. This is a good ball by Sachere. Got Nash turned around right after Nash made a good play. Nash looks like he's in some type of zone, because he's still looking at the quarterback, but he's bailing, and he's going to get him turned around. I think it was definitely some type of zone. But good route, good ball. Give props to him. I think it's a good route, good ball, good completion. Like it all. Great play. So then they get into a 3rd and 1, and their guard, if you watch here, I think it's their guard right here. He's going to move. Watch right as I started. So watch this guy right here. Not this guy. This guy. You can't even see me pointing. There he goes. He moves right there. You saw it? Anyway, so they got a false start. Made it 3rd and 6, and they're going to try to throw this screen. And, I mean, Corbin Walker has seen so much football at this point. He's played almost every year that he's been on the Grizz. He's played meaningful snaps at corner. So I know he's seen a lot, and I think this is one of those, I mean, come on now. Your tight end's not even going to get there for the block. Corbin's just seen it. And I thought Ryder, I wouldn't say this was an opportunity really for Ryder to get a pick, but later on in the game, Ryder had a golden opportunity for a pick, and he dropped it. But that was a really good play. So then you get this punt, and you don't really get to see it much. Doesn't even look like in this view somebody blocked it. I think the kicker just shanked it. But he shanked it bad, and it went out on the 40-yard line. So they drove down on their first drive, got a couple negative plays, ended up getting a field goal. Montana goes down, scores fairly easily, and then they get the ball back. They get behind in the chains. They make a false start. They have a false start, push them back, 3rd and 6. Try to throw a screen unsuccessfully, and then they shank the punt, which puts them even more of a disadvantage. And now Montana's got the ball on the 40 to start the drive. 1st and 10, 3 minutes left in the first. Montana's got the ball on the 40, and we're going to get tackled for loss. This is just a good play. I think this is just a good play. Obviously, you'd like this receiver to get this block. I really think, I don't know, honestly, because he's looking at him the whole time. Yeah, so you're hoping Junior gets this block. I think 27 is a really good player. I found out he's a freshman. He's huge. He looks like he's like 6'3", 6'4". He's really athletic. He was flying around all day. I thought he had a really good game. But you'd like the receiver to get this block right here. You'd like Junior to secure this block. But 27 also, I mean, that's a good play. That's a good play. Shoots that gap. I mean, he made that play. Sometimes you got. Also, if 27 didn't make that play, you know, you have this linebacker closing. Linebacker, nickel, safety, maybe. I think it's a safety. Got this safety closing in as well. So it's like, I think they just got us there. They just got the Grizz there. 2nd and 15. Good route by Keali'i up top. So you're going to watch this stop route up top. Great release, great finish up top, great finish at the top of the route, just good everything. Clifton put the ball right on him, and first down on, no, not a first down, maybe. Not a first down, but on 2nd and 15, that's a good play. That's a good play. So now you got 3rd and 8, and they're going to try to go at it again. Watching this live, and when they did the replay, I did not put the replay on here once again. I thought this could be called as pass interference. They didn't call it, but I thought it was really handsy at the top. It looks like it's exactly the same route, but you tell me. I mean, I don't know if you guys can see it too well, but he looks like he's kind of, I mean, grabbing him a little bit. Looked like a PI to me. It wasn't called. That was on 3rd and 8, so the Grizz are going to go for it on 4th and 8, and see what they draw up. You know what they draw up? They draw up Clifton. Clifton draws himself up. So you got, they're bringing 4 here. They're basically dropping everybody else in coverage. Looks like Tampa 2. So you got these corners dropping down, these safeties on halves, and this linebacker is pushing up to get high on that middle hook. So this is going to be a Tampa 2 coverage. A lot of teams do that on 4th, 3rd, and long because it's a pretty safe coverage. You got a lot of the zones covered, a lot of the key zones. You got the flats. It's really hard to hit these windows over here. You can, if you can, you have a good quarterback. You can hit them if you have a good quarterback. A lot of teams can't hit that, but Tampa 2 covers a lot of what you want to cover. But it looks like they're going to run this stunt. Portland State's going to run this stunt up front. It looks like they have their, I think that's their nose, going all the way around. I mean, he doesn't look that fast either, so I don't know, I don't know. Doesn't look like he's ever going to make it there. And we should have it blocked up as well. Kind of get some pressure on his left side here, and he recognizes it and makes a play. Feels the pressure. Nice stiff arm. Another nice stiff arm, and good blocks too. Good block by Junior. You don't got to get too much. It doesn't have to be a kill shot. Just get enough. He does that, and Clifton gets a first down on 4th and 8. Great play. Great play. I mean, his ability to use his legs and affect defenses in that way has been very instrumental. It's been very useful for the Grizz offense, and it's awesome. So you're going to get another 3rd down situation, 3rd and short. Looks like a 3rd and 3. Just going to hand it off to Nick Osmo. He's going to convert that fairly easily. Just on an inside zone. Easy. So they ended the quarter. They flipped the sides of the field. And you're going to get this spot concept up top. So let's watch the route breakdown. Looks like you got Junior on a corner. Looks like Racanelli's on a seam. And you got Keelan on this spot concept. But a lot of times when you run these spot concepts where you want somebody to sit in the zone, you need a horizontal stretch. So who do we send on the horizontal stretch? Osmo, pre-snap, is going to go stretch the defense horizontally. That's going to widen everybody out. Look how he widens out. That's the guy who was over Keelan at the snap. Pay attention to that. That's why this horizontal stretch is important. That's why you send him pre-snap, because they have to honor him. If they don't honor him, he's going to get the ball and he's going to get a lot of yardage. So you send him on the horizontal stretch. You send him on a wheel, or not a wheel, a flare, just at the snap, pre-snap a little bit, and he widens out. That opens the window. This DB kind of carries the 2 vertical routes because he has to respect it. Looks like a cover 3 defense. Got a 3rd. He's probably playing a hook curl flat. 2 hooks in the middle. This guy's on a 3rd over here. He might be just manning up on the backside, but he's zone turning, so I'm going to say he's in a zone. But then you got the 1 high safety. In that zone, Keelan's wide open. It looks like Clifton might have wanted to look deep at first just to see what he could get. He might have been able to get the seam to Racanelli, if you want to fit that ball in there, but you got that corner right there. So the safe throw is the spot route. He knows he's got it, puts it on him, and Keelan gets inside the 5. Great play. Great play to get us inside the 5, and then Grizz are gonna run power. You got this guard pulling here, and then you got the fullback getting down in there. I think that's Schaefer. And Osmo's going to go in untouched. The Portland native. So the Grizz take a 14-3 lead on Portland State with basically the whole second quarter to go. And it's 1st and 10 for Portland State. Man, this is a great play by Jace. Jace has been playing phenomenally, especially since Trevin's been out for a couple games now. I think he's missed this game. I think he missed Portland State, and he missed the last game as well. So that's a little concerning. Hope he's all right. Hope he's able to get back. But what am I trying to say? Jace Klusewicz has been playing great football. I think he's been making plays. I've mentioned him multiple times on these breakdowns where I think he's made really good plays. He made a really good play against UC Davis. He had a really good play against Idaho. He made a pretty decent play right here. Not a pretty decent play. This is a really good play. Watch the recognition. Watch him get past this block and watch him make this play. I mean, this is all Jace. This is all Jace. Nobody blocks him. Whoever, I think it's number 8. Number 8 tried to block him. Isn't able to. I mean, this is just, great play. And then obviously we have the pursuit there too. Just look at all the white hats or white jerseys that are going to end up on the ball. Great play. 2nd and 10, gain of nothing. Sachere's going to pull it, and he's going to get decent yardage. But pay attention to the pursuit. They might get a good play initially, but the Grizz are going to pursue the ball until there's no end. Great pursuit. Get him out of bounds, 3rd and 4. So you got 3rd and 4 for Portland State. About 13 minutes left in the second quarter. And Grizz are going to bring a little pressure. Bringing a little pressure around this right side. Riley Wilson, I think, here is on the line pre-snap, and he's going to back out. So you're rushing 5. Got one free off the edge. And watch Riley Wilson close on this ball. Watch him close on it. He's kind of got out leveraged right here. Just a little bit. Kind of got out leveraged. We have no contain here. Our D and kind of gets sealed inside. He's getting double teamed, so that's tough. That's tough duty right there. But you got watch Riley Wilson. He kind of gets out leveraged, but watch the pursuit. He closes that gap so fast. It looked way crazier live, but this is a play. Riley Wilson made a play right here. Watch him close that gap. Come here. I need that. Thank you. And they stopped Portland State short. It was like 4th and 1. Portland State was kind of in that area where teams maybe go for it, but they were in their own territory. So Coach Barnum decided not to go for it, and they punted it away to Montana. So Montana maintains a 14-3 lead with the ball back. And they're going to throw it out to X here on a little swing route, send him off pre-snap on the motion. And he's going to swing it out there. And they just got numbers. Watch. I think if he's watching this back on film, he probably doesn't throw this. It looks like man coverage. You got man eyes down here. But also you got this guy, and there's nobody here to block him. So really X just has to make him miss, or you hope he's really not there. But he is there, and he shows up, and that's who makes the play. You got a really good block downfield by Racanelli. Oh my gosh, that's a really good block. That is a good block. Great block. But they got us right there. So 2nd and 11 for the Grizz. And man, this was a great opportunity. Good route by Racanelli. He's going to get open here. So you're going to run this, what looks to be a post. And then you're going to run the over, which, I think Clifton had decided once he saw Racanelli at the top, because I don't think they have anybody over top of him right now. I don't think there's any high safety here. There is a high safety. No, there's not. So the safety, this is the high safety, but he's over junior. I don't know if he's playing man, or I don't know what this guy was playing. I think this might have been a busted coverage, because if he is playing truly man, then he should have carried junior. But junior gets wide open on the over on this route. This is what I was saying. I think Clifton was fully decided once he saw Racanelli right here and that he saw no safety help, I think he decided that he was going to throw the post to Racanelli, which is a good throw. I mean, I thought it was right there. I think we got to complete it. I thought it was a really good ball. We just got to come down with it. Tough catch. It is what it is. I'm not, blaming any. I'm not trying to throw any shade on anybody. Just a tough catch. That's how football goes. It is what it is. But I think if he would have waited like another second, Junior might score here, because you got to realize that there's no high safety. The only guy really running over here is the corner who's running with Racanelli. So if he notices Junior is uncovered on this over here, I mean, we got a big play, man. We got a big play. I don't hate the decision though, man. We just got to complete this. Excuse me. We just got to complete this, man. Somehow, some way, we got to be able to, man. You'd love to make those. You'd love to make those. And he had it right there. Tough catch. Tough play. Those hurt. Those hurt too, because I know Racanelli hasn't had any big plays this year. I know he hasn't had any like explosive plays. So that's always going to hurt. I know he'll get the next one. It is what it is. We move on. You're going to get Portland State in this zone here. Zone coverage, only bringing 4, so they're not bringing any pressure. But Clifton gets a little pressure on the edge, and he's going to scramble, make something happen. Good play. Way to X just to get in his way. I mean, he didn't do too much, but just got in his way, and Clifton got the first down on that. They gave him the first down, so 1st and 10 for the Grizz. Just a quick out here. This looks like they're playing man. I want to call it quarters, but the corners are pressed up, so I'm going to call it man, and it looks like they got man eyes. So, we'll say they're running man. It looks like a quarter shell pre-snap, just because of the way the safeties play. But we'll go man. Man coverage. Got this quick out to Junior. He's going to get like 6 or 7 on first down. 2nd and 3, and you're going to give it to Eli. I think Eli is really good about, this is a really good block by AJ to be able to get up to that second level and move that backer to open up that window for Eli. Just great. There's a reason that AJ has started 3 years straight, and it's because he's probably the most consistent lineman that there's been. I mean, he's always going to do his job. He's always going to show up. He's always going to be ready, and he's super tough. So, I mean, this guy is a model of consistency for the Grizz, and I love it. But, man, Eli's really good at making guys miss inside the hole and those little jump cuts inside and, picking up his feet, driving his legs for more yardage. I think he's a really good back, man. I can't even explain it to you, man. I think this guy's going to be really good for a really long time. Another run. Just look at these jump cuts. Just subtle jump cuts. Nothing crazy. Look. This lineman's here unblocked. Really unblocked in the hole. And Eli's weaving through him on 1st and 10 to get about 8 or 9. Got a 2nd and 1. Looks like you're trying to run. So I think you're taking Racanelli on a fade, maybe, or comeback. This is boot, so he's probably on a comeback because it looks like you got Keelan on this over here. Probably trying to get in the vision of Clifton. Looks like Clifton thought about maybe throwing that comeback to Racanelli, or maybe he was looking at Keelan. Whoever he was looking at, he looks like he's about to throw it, but he's like, nah, let me just run it on 2nd and 1. Get about 10. Great play. So they're going to call it a holding here, and it's going to be warranted. You're going to get a holding on him. You're going to get a holding on Racanelli, on number 29 on Racanelli. But I don't know if there was anything else downfield really that was open. Kind of looks like they're just running 4 verts. And, Portland State's just running a zone. 3 verts, not 4 verts, 3 verts. They keep the tight end in protection. You got to max protect, really. So you're really just looking for a big play here. Might have had Keelan on the curl. I don't know what I can't see the routes. So it's kind of difficult. Definitely didn't run a curl. Definitely going straight. But it looks like there's some space across the middle. Maybe on a scramble move. I don't know. Without seeing the all 22, I don't know what happened, but just a missed opportunity here, looks like, in some form or fashion. But we ended up getting the penalty, so it made up for it. 1st and 10. You're gonna get this out route. So you look like you're running. So you're running Keelan on the corner down here. If you see where he ends up, you see he ends up on the corner route, and you got Junior on the out. I actually do see, and then so you got a boot as well. So you're running Ryan on this over. He falls, but you're trying to run Ryan on this over to get in the vision of the quarterback. Clifton gets pressure, but I think what he was trying to do was trying to leave it inside, pause for Junior, so that Junior could sit in that window. I don't think he wanted him to keep running out because there's that DB outside of him. I actually see what Clifton's trying to do here. He's trying to leave the ball inside and allow Junior to settle so that he can put the ball on him, and Junior probably scores here. But, little miscommunication. I'm not 100% sure that's what was happening. That's just by me looking at the play, seeing what I think is happening. That's me giving my thoughts. So I think that's what he was trying to do. Definitely seems that way, but I'm not 100% sure. So take it with a grain of salt if you want. They were incomplete on that, though. 2nd and 10 for the Grizz, and Clifton's going to go design QB draw. And he's going to make a lot of guys miss. Got guys working upfield, but more than anything, you got a freaking touchdown. Great play. Great run by Clifton, making guys miss. And this is when the tackling, Clifton should be tackled for a gain of like 4 yards right there. Right there. Maybe even a lesser gain, because you got this guy. This guy's getting blocked. Clifton should have got tackled for a gain of 5 maximum. But Portland State had a rough tackling game. Missed tackle, not really missed. I'm just going to drag it in the end zone. And it is what it is. Montana takes a 21-3 lead with 7 minutes left in the second quarter. Going to try to run this flat route. Looks like definitely looks like some type of zone coverage, but Flink is going to recognize it. You got these guys blocking downfield. The reason this isn't pass interference is because he caught it behind the line of scrimmage. I believe that's how it works. When he catches it behind the line of scrimmage, these guys can block downfield. I'm not 100% sure. Somebody might have to check me on that, but I'm almost for sure the rule is that like these guys can block downfield when he's catching the ball behind the line of scrimmage. But they do that. Flink closes on the ball, and it's only a gain of like 2 or 3 on 2nd and 6. So that was a gain of 4 on 2nd and 6. So you got this 3rd and 2 for Portland State, and they just get so lucky here. So lucky. So lucky. Gonna get this boot. You see they're trying to run number 6. I think number 6 is probably the receiver they use the most, probably their best receiver. He had a really good game against us, I would say. But he just gets pressure in his face. Hayden's gonna come here and shut all this down. Trying to get out there. The quarterback can't get out there. Great way to close off the lanes. You got Ryder closing in too, but he just finds that running back leaking out. So he's gonna, looks like he's like, maybe this was the play design, honestly. It honestly looks like the play design. It might have been the play design because he doesn't even pass protect. Really, you probably would want him to pass protect or something if you're going to, fake it like that. He doesn't even pass protect or anything. I don't know. This play looks kind of jumbled up, but they get a really big play out of it, and they're inside the 40 after that play. Or so we thought. So they did get inside the 40 on that play, but I think they called a holding. They might have called it right here on number 84. I don't know who they called it on, but they might have. I could see them calling this. This is definitely a hold. This is for sure a hold, but I don't know. But they brought it back. Big play for Portland State. It got brought back, and yeah. Big play brought back. Now it's 3rd and 7 for Portland State. They're going to hit this little, looks like a stick route. I think he's running an out. I think he's just reading the corner. So a lot of times on these quick outs, when you got a fade out concept, the out or the fade most times is like a more fade. I don't know how Portland State teaches it because this guy goes inside. Every time I've had a coach and we've had a route concept like this, you've wanted the receiver to go outside to protect the out route. And the reason I think he has a protection out or a protection fade as well is because if you look at the way this receiver is running this out route, he's not running to space. He's running and hooking up. So watch, he hooks up and sits in that window. I don't know if that's because he was looking at our corner and thought our corner might sit down. The safeties also looks like he's trying to get to a half, which would mean that corner's most likely on a flat. If you know anything about football and zones, you know, we talked about cover 2 coverage a lot on this channel, and that looks like he's setting up because he thinks the corner might be in a type of flat zone. Either way, they get a completion out of it, and they get a first down on 3rd and 7. Good play, good route by number 6. Number 6 is a good player. Like I've said, he had a good game, and that was another good play right there by him. Got this run. Looks to be some form of inside zone. And they're going to get like 5. Get into a 3rd and 2. They're running this angle route by the running back. He slips a little bit, but good route. And he's going to get the first down and a little bit more. Good play. Good play. Good recognition by Sachere. Good ball. Simple football. Another run, but this time Gubb has had enough. So Gubb is right here, and let's just watch him blow up this play. Hello. I'm here. Thank you. I mean, it's not just Gubb. I'm not just going to put it on Gubb. You got Kale here winning. You got Nash here making it impossible for this running back to get outside. Great. I mean, come on. What are we talking about right here? This is awesome. This is awesome. That running back has nowhere else to go. You got all the white jerseys around him. This is a great defensive play. And then just swarm. End with a bunch of white jerseys on the ball. 2nd and 12. Man. So I think you would love it if this is 2nd and 12. You would love it if number 6, because this is definitely a read. So it's a read. I don't know. Let's see. It's a read. There's nobody on the end. It seems like Montana run a stunt. So really the read would end up being Gubb, if you want to say that. But they're running a stunt. Quarterback sees there's open space, so he's going to take it. And you're also running this guy on a spot route, but it's not really there. And then after he runs the spot route, you know, Jace closes fast. Ryder's already there. Jace is going to come down as soon as he sees the quarterback, or as soon as he sees the receiver run that spot route on that read. Jace is coming down to honor it. But then, you know, number 6 doesn't get a block for number 15. So now it's like you already got Braxton and Gubb chasing. You got Jace down here. You got Ryder fighting against this block. This play was done before it even started. Great play by the Grizz. Just great play. And you're going to get another loss. So you got 3rd and 13 for Portland State. And this is when Ryder, they try to give it to you, Ryder. I don't know what you want me to say, Ryder. I really don't. Looks like we were in a quarters. It looks like the Grizz were in a quarters coverage. No. I'm not sure so much what the coverage is. I might even go as far to say cover 6. I can't see the over top, so it's hard to know. But it looks like these guys are in a half over here. They're just playing deep because it's 3rd and 13. But if you look at Nash pre-snap, he's going to get over top on that half. And he's not so much getting out of there. He's already off the ball, but they're really kind of playing at the sticks, really, everybody pre-snap. But you got 3 hooks underneath here, and Ryder just has a gift. I mean, they tried to gift it to him. Ryder probably scores on this too. There's nothing but green grass in front of him. I mean, watch this next cut. Nothing but green grass. He is going to score for sure, but couldn't make the play. Tough. I know he's kicking himself for that one. This was a for sure touchdown. Oh, gotta make him. We didn't, but they punted it away, and 21-3 lead with 2 minutes left in the first half. 21-3 lead for Montana. They're gonna put Keali'i Ah Yat in the game, and they're gonna see what he can do. I think he made some good plays to start off. Portland State's gonna make a good play. Number 0 was kind of flying around as well. He's gonna make a couple plays here. I don't know if he's a safety or a linebacker. Kind of seems like a linebacker, but he plays fast. He plays aggressive, and he made a few plays. I think Portland State has a decent team. I think they got some pieces. I don't know so much what they need to fix their defense. They need to fix their defense. Let's be real. They're like the second leading. They're like top 10 in scoring in the country. They're like top 3 in the conference in scoring. They're the top 2 in rushing in the conference. They're offensively, they do a lot of good things. They didn't do against the Grizz, but offensively all season they've done a lot of good things. It's just defensively they give up like 35 points a game defensively, like 300 something yards. Like it's outrageous. You know, I think if they get their defense settled up, they'll probably be a pretty decent team going into next year. But you got Keali'i Ah Yat in the game. Going to run this slant arrow or slant wheel concept, it really looks like. I don't know if this is slant or under. Looks like a slant. And then I like this throw a lot. The reason I like this throw a lot is because you got this defender on the inside closing in on Osmo, and Keali'i puts the ball on the outside shoulder, back shoulder throw. Awesome. One thing I thought that was going to happen here is I thought Osmo was going to take this all the way to the house. That would have been amazing to have like 2 close to 90-yard touchdowns back-to-back weeks. Not for him, but for the Grizz in general. Good throw though, good catch. Good run after catch. Gets about 30 to 40 yards on that. Good play. Way to get us out of our own red zone. Way to get us out of our own red zone, our back against our own end zone, or whatever you want to call it, and get some space for them to operate. I'm going to run this screen, and number 0 just shows up again. He just shoots the gap on this block. You got looks like the guard here trying to get out there. He's just not able to. That's the thing about screens, you know. You want the screens to happen in here, inside the blocks of the lineman, because you don't want to ask your linemen to have to run too much. Linemen are not good in space. This is nothing against linemen. I love my lineman guys out there, but everybody knows linemen are not good in space. When you get linemen out in space, that's a defender's dream, because you know they don't move laterally very well. And if you do have a lineman that moves laterally very well, you're most likely going to be in the NFL. Even in the NFL too, though, like there's a lot of linemen. It's just hard when you're that big, and you know most of the time you're moving forward, blocking forward, or moving backwards. Lateral movement is not your forte, and it's okay. 0 got us a couple plays here on this drive, and that was one of them. Good play by him though. Good patience on this. So I don't know the concept. Looks like Keelan probably ran like a deep in. Seems like, but good protection, really good protection here by the Grizz. He's just sitting back there. They only brought 4, but he's able to sit back there. He gets a little pressure late and is still able to deliver the ball. Awesome. I just thought this was awesome. So they're running this stunt again. I don't know if this is stunt or what this is, but it seems like they're sending their slowest lineman. I mean, gosh, that is just, if this is truly a stunt that Portland State runs often, I mean, he gets there for sure. I mean, the Grizz should have blocked it for sure, but they just got kind of confused. He's got his back turned, but this should be easily picked up. It's not. Keali'i Ah Yat makes the throw and completes the Keelan for the first down. Great play, great ball. Couple great throws there by Keali'i Ah Yat, and I thought he was playing really well to start that drive. This is when the freshman woes are going to catch up. I will reiterate, I think Keali'i Ah Yat is going to be an amazing player. He would want this ball back. We all know he wants this ball back. This is just a tough throw. So you're going to get this cover 3 coverage from Portland State. You're going to get this cover 3 coverage. And even so, like this safety is over here on this hash. So you have nobody over here besides this guy, and maybe this guy. You're going to have Keelan is going to run this opposite hash vertical. That's really to hold this one high safety, or who's going to become the one high safety. You got Junior on the seam, and I believe you have Ryan Simpson on a fade out there. You get Junior wide open, and all you got to do is he's just got to layer that ball in there. This is the right read. You're making the right read. It looks good. Everything's perfect. You saw him after the play too on the TV copy where he was like motioning like that to where he's got to get it over top. Yes. I mean, this is everything you want. That's a turnover worthy ball though, and we can't have that. Tough play for him. Like he's young. This is his second time. This is only his second game. I don't know if he played even in the last game, but this is his second game getting, big snaps, and I know he'll bounce back from this. That's just tough. You can't make that throw. We have to make that throw, but it has to be over top of that linebacker, safety, whatever you want to call it. Good read. I know he knows what he did wrong, so I'm not going to harp on it too much, but that was an opportunity right there, man. Great opportunity. Hand it off to Osmo on 2nd and 10, and Osmo's going to get like 7 on 2nd and 10. Great run. Great way for him. Great way for him to, find the holes in the defense on the outside, and great finish for them as well. Great finish for that lineman. Osmo again, and he's getting down inside the 10. Great run. Great work by AJ inside. I mean, man, AJ is working. Look at him help his guy out at guard here. Gonna help you open up that window, which he does. Awesome. Open up that window, then get to the second level, and you got our linebacker, or you got our receivers here blocking on the second level as well. Looks really good. 27 comes off that block and makes that play, but I thought that was a really good run. Gonna get this corner out here, and I think you just got to miss outside if you're gonna miss anywhere. You kind of missed this one inside. You got this slant corner concept down here. Keelan on the slant right here. Number 2 receiver Racanelli on the corner, and it's just a little bit inside. There's honestly not a lot of space on the sideline to throw this throw anyway, but one, you might have to throw it a little bit earlier. You might have to let it go a little bit earlier, maybe like right as Racanelli's coming out of his break. And also, you probably have to miss. You definitely have to miss outside. You never want to leave this inside, because that's when the turnovers happen. And that almost happened here. It didn't, but you're going to see it a little bit better here in this view. So you got Racanelli on the corner over there. Just got to miss outside. It's a little inside. Tough. It's tough. It is what it is, though. Like I said, this guy's young. He's a freshman. He's probably 18 or 19 years old. He's only going to get better. He's only going to continue to learn. He's only going to continue to develop. And, giving that guy giving him some grace, He's young. He'll be better. Gotta believe it. I know he will be better. You're gonna get pressure here in the red zone. Looks like, or definitely is man coverage. They're gonna call offensive pass interference here. I don't think it's offensive pass interference, and the reason I don't think it is offensive pass interference is because I don't think Keelan initiated contact. Keelan ran his route. The defender, they didn't even really run into each other that bad, but it doesn't look like on a lot of pick plays, when a guy sets up for a stop like this, let me play the play and then I'll do my talking afterward. So they're calling that. Anyway, just watch it. Touchdown, easy touchdown, man coverage. But let's watch what they called. So you run Keelan on this spot. You basically run Racanelli on an over, post, slant, bang, whatever you want to do. Get his guy out of there. Get him out of there. And you got Junior's guy who's trying to cover him. So watch pre-snap. You got this guy over Junior, this guy is over Keelan, and this guy is over Racanelli. Racanelli, get your guy out of there. So run it over, post, dig, whatever you want to do that's going this way to get him out of the picture for what we're trying to do with these two, number 2 and number 3. Keelan, run a spot route right next to that DB and get in his way. But don't make it look obvious, run your route, but get in his way as well. Everybody, this is done through all levels of football. Everybody runs rep routes, pick routes. Get in his way, run the spot. Keelan didn't really initiate contact. He's kind of running his route, but I don't know. They called offensive pass interference. I think it was a bogus call. It is what it is, though. Got this spot concept again, a little different. You're going to run number 2 on a corner. You're going to run number 1 or number 3 on a flat, and you're going to run number 1, Racanelli, on the spot route. So watch how it plays out. Spot route. Junior on the horizontal stretch. He stretches the window for Racanelli. Racanelli catches it in the window. Easy pitch and catch. Mesh route on the inside with a corner up top. So you got this mesh right here. Corner route up top. I'm not sure what we got here. Probably a fade. Looks like a fade here at the bottom. But you got the swing route. And he's just going to toss to the swing out. This is on 3rd. And with that offensive pass interference, that was a 10 or 15-yard penalty. So the Grizz got backed up quite a bit. And on 3rd and goal from the 20, You throw the swing route, just get enough, or from the 15, they're gonna go from the 15, throw the swing route, get what you can, get the field goal, and call it good. So the Grizz ended up kicking a field goal after that, and I think that was right before halftime. So the Grizz kicked the field goal, making it 24-3 going into half. Grizz got the ball back after halftime because they did kick off to start the game. They deferred, actually. I think they won the snap and they deferred. So 24-3 lead, 14 minutes left in the third quarter, and let's see what they got going on. Great, man, this was the throw of the game and really good route by Junior. So watch Junior here. You're going to run this corner concept at the top. You got Keelan going on a post to get his guy out of there, clear the window for Junior. And Junior is just going to run this corner route, and watch the sauce he puts on at the top. Good sauce. But two, then look after once he finally gets open. He finally gets open, but there's not a lot of room to throw this ball. But Clifton's like, I don't care about none of that. I'm throwing this. And he puts it on the money. Great ball. Great toe tap by Junior at the top too. But this ball, I mean, there's nowhere you can put this ball but where he put it. There's literally nowhere you can put this ball but where he put it. I can't emphasize that enough. This is a great ball. Great completion by them. Great play. Awesome. You get another look at it over here, but you just get to see the placement. I mean, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? Please tell me, what are we talking about? This is awesome. Great ball. Great ball. Run play. What do we got here? Looks like a type of power run. You got the guard pulling here on the inside. Get that block, and you also have the fullback in there. He's a tight end, but he's in a fullback position pre-snap, so we're going to call him a fullback. And Eli's doing what he does. Breaking tackles. 5, 10, 15. Getting about 23, 24 yards on, was that a first down? 1st and 10. Great run. Great run by Eli. 2nd and 15. Let's go back real quick. Let's see something. Nope. Yeah, so 2nd and 15. I think we ended up getting like a false start. We got a run for no gain, and then maybe like a false start or something. Something happened though. Man, so they're going to call it, man, this is killer. So watch this block by Casey. I think it's a good call. I think you got to call it. They're going to call holding here on Casey for this block on number 63, but this is a great play by Keelan. Great play by Clifton as well to extend the play. This is what I was talking about when I was talking about on the pregame show with A. Sauerwein and Denny, that, you know, I was telling them that I feel like with Clifton, he can run the ball. He's really good at running the ball, and when he scrambles, I think he's looking down the field to look to throw. I think he only runs when he has to run. You know, every time you see him scramble, he looks like he's looking for somebody downfield, looking for somebody to get open downfield, and he's always trying to make a play downfield. This is going to be a really good play that he's going to make downfield to Keelan. Keelan's, oh, man, look at this juke. We're talking about it because I think the play is awesome. I think everything that happened in the play is really good, but it's not going to count. Great play by Keelan, great touchdown, great rack. But they brought it back. It's 3rd and 24. And this, in the first half, there was a few penalties on the Grizz. There was like one holding on the Grizz. But this, especially that play right there, exemplifies what I talked about early on in this video when I talked about how the Grizz have started to stack up penalties at inopportune times in terms of calling back drives and getting things called back. That really hurt us. You know, I don't think that drive was anything crazy. I mean, I don't think that touchdown was anything crazy that was going to swing the game here or there, but it just sucks because, you know, this game is kind of already decided. The Grizz are, you know, really winning this game by a lot, but in tighter games in the playoffs and maybe this game this week, those things come back to bite you. Those things come back to get you beat. So that's something that I hope gets cleaned up. I hope is a point of emphasis, and hopefully we see better in the coming weeks. It's going to try to get somebody to scramble, but look at this. He can run. And I know probably at this point, on this one, the coaches are probably like, bro, run. But you see here, he's still trying to make something happen. And he ends up throwing it. Incomplete. Honestly, probably should have ran it. But it's 3rd and 24, so it's like, he's not going to get that first down anyway. I mean, we don't know. He got some crazy first downs this past game, but he's just trying to make something happen. On 3rd and 24, after that holding, brought us back crazy, and it's going to be incomplete. Grizz ended up punting it. I think that I believe that penalty had moved them out of field goal range. No. So it did move them out of field goal range, but I think they got a delay of game after that as well. So they had the 3rd and 24. Then before the punt, they got a delay of game. So then they're super backed up. They ended up punting it, pinning Portland State pretty deep. I think Portland State's pinned on like their 10-yard line or something like that, but good play by them. I put this on here for one reason only. I love Braxton to death. Braxton is having an amazing season. He's still the 2nd leading tackler in the Big Sky. I don't know who first is. I need to look that up. But he's still the 2nd leading tackler in the Big Sky. Having a really good season, making plays all over the place. But this juke is crazy. We just can't look past this. Where are you going, Braxton? Oh my gosh, it's so subtle too. Oh man, that is funny. Love you, Braxton. He got you right here. Good play by Sashay on 1st and 10. Another first down for them. Braxton came back and got his get back. So this is gonna look like this looks like a man coverage, but it looks like Jaren Jackson or Jackson Jr. notices it because it looks like they're running one high, maybe a cover 3 because what's his name notices it well. No, he's a man. So this is man all the way. Man, he's covering number 6. TC's in man. Corbin's in man. Ryder's in one high. This is good recognition by Jackson Jr. He doesn't end up making the play, but Braxton's in man too because he's covering this running back out of the backfield, watching him all the way. And then you're bringing 5. You're bringing 5, so everybody else is blitzing. Man pressure, but Jackson Jr. notices it, and he leaves his guy when he sees the quarterback throwing the ball. He's not there right Johnny on the spot, but Braxton, because he's closing on the ball, watch this hit. Slammed him. Great play. Braxton might have been mad about that juke, so he had to get back. Another run play. Got guys up front resetting the line of scrimmage. Look at Gubb inside just working, pushing these guys back. There's nowhere for this guy to go. And you got Kale cleaning it up at the end. Kale gets through. Kale's working. Almost held him. And get there. So you got a 3rd and 3. And you got guys working up front. You got Garrett on the outside. A different Garrett, but this looks like a stunt on the outside by Levi and Garrett. In the stunt, you got Gubb at nose, not giving up any ground. Looks like they're trying to double team him. Maybe. Looks like there was almost 3 guys on him at once. But 3rd and 3, and they're going to be unsuccessful in getting that. Too many hats around the ball. They punted it away. Grizz got the ball back. And so you got this RPO. This is definitely an RPO. You got hitches up top. By the Aaron and Keelan. But you have this, you're going to have Racanelli run this this fade route. You know it's an RPO because you have your lineman like 5 yards downfield. But you're going to get this fade route. What's his name? It looks like Clifton decided pre-snap that he was going here. You see man coverage, one high safety. It's man all the way. He's got this run on, but he sees this matchup and he's like, I'm going to take this matchup. Pulls it right away. Gets a little pressure. Just a little bit far. I like the read. I like the decision. Trust your receivers. Give them a chance. I'm not mad at this play. One bit. On 2nd and 10. Little tough. 2nd and 15. I think we ended up getting a penalty. They might have called number 69 for that illegal man downfield. Might have called it because it was an RPO. It did get kind of far downfield. They might have called that, but it's 2nd and 15. You're going to get this, looks to be like a deep curl, deep spot, but he's really just sitting over the ball. This looks like something that they definitely schemed up based on the way they play defense. This is cover 3 all the way. You got some hooks inside. He's on a curl flat. I don't know what he's on. He looks like he's on a hook. He's definitely on a hook. This guy pushing up to a hook as well from the D-line position. Ooh, watch yourself now. But you got Junior sitting in this window at about 15 yards. Basically, not even at the sticks. That line is way off. But you got Junior sitting about 15 yards over the ball. Get the ball into his hands and do the rest. X, go get him. But then, so you're going to get that long play by Junior, but then you're going to get a late hit as well. Unsportsmanlike, late hit, out of bounds, whatever you want to call it. Junior, great play by Junior to make this guy miss on this play and get what he can. Get about 20, 30 yards. Late hit, add 15 on top of it. You see the penalty right there at the end. See the penalty right there. That's it. Anyway, get the penalty. Then you run this reverse 2X. Some of the best plays, some of the most successful plays we've had are some of these plays to X where he gets the ball on the outside. Good blocks up front. Get enough of him. Chris gets enough of him. You got Journey out here trying to get a block. He's not able to, but, you know, good play. Good play by them. Good play by the Grizz. X is going to get like 20 yards on this. Great play. X, I'm sure, hasn't been getting the production that he wants this year or that he hoped he would get this year. But in the capacity that they've been using him in this year, I've really loved it. I've really loved his ability to be able to keep his head in the game, keep his head focused on winning. And he's helped this team get some big wins. He's helped this team convert first downs over and over again. I think his role, he's trusting and believing in his role, and just trust the process, bro. I think you're doing a great job. You're going to get this PI by number 4. I have no idea why he was contesting this call. This is PI all the way. The ball's in the air, and you're grabbing number 6's jersey. You got to call that. That'll get called every day. It did get called, and that put Grizz right in red zone territory. And Clifton's going to finish it off. So this is like, I want to call this like QB counter, because I believe it's truly a read, though. So you got Osmo coming around. He could hand it, but he's reading one of these guys on the ends. He's probably reading this guy. This guy comes too far outfield. Cliff pulls it. Easy touchdown to make it 28-3 for the Grizz. No, 31-3. It was already 24. 31-3 Grizz on this easy QB read, counter, whatever you want to call it. But the reason I call it counter is because you got these you got the tight end who's already on the line of scrimmage going across, really pulling around. But then you have the guard and the tackle pulling around too. So it's like you got a lot going on there. But I know he can hand that or run it, because he has handed it this year, and he also has ran it on that same look. So it is what it is. Worked out well. This is Looney Tunes. This is crazy. And there was a lot of people telling me this past week that they felt that Coach Barnum might just give the game to the Grizz, you know, might just not try anything, might just try to let the Grizz win. I heard that multiple times last week. But if there was a time where I thought that was 100% true, it was this play right here. They are on the 1 yard line. And maybe this is a good play because maybe nobody will be expecting it. But like, to run a flea flicker on your 1 yard line is absolutely bonkers. They didn't complete it, but this is crazy. You're going to get Gubb and looks like Kale in his face. Almost get there for the sack. Chachere just puts it up. Man, if he would have left a little bit off that, Corbin's got an interception. But I only put that on there because I thought that was absolutely crazy. Running a flea flicker inside your 1 yard line is crazy. That's crazy. Who does that? I'm not sure. But it didn't work out for them. Then they get a run inside. Man, so they tried to call targeting here on our defense. Watch Jackson Lee here at the end of this play. So they got him. Jackson Lee kind of goes in there to lay a hit on him. I got the slow-mo on here too. I mean, this isn't the greatest angle. All you can see is kind of the helmets, but his shoulder hits first, and they called targeting initially. That would have meant Jackson would have been out for the first half of the Brawl of the Wild. He ended up not, cat grizz, whatever you want to call it. They ended up picking up the flag, which I was so happy that they did, because that would have sucked if, one of the Grizz starters would have been out for cat grizz. They picked it up. I think it was a good pickup flag because, I don't think that was a penalty, but it is what it is. So you're going to get number 6 here. Once again, I don't know if he had, I mean, looks like he's running like some type of stick. This definitely just looks like a stick concept. The only reason I wouldn't call it a stick concept because a lot of times in stick, you want a horizontal stretch just like you do on those spot concepts, but he's turning inside like it's a stick, but he's fading out. I don't know. I just think it's a hitch out, just maybe an option route. I don't know. Just get open, seems like. Give him the ball, and he's got about 10 yards on 3rd and 4. Another one. So this is probably that same out concept that he ran earlier. It looks exactly the same, except this time there's nobody. The corner turns his back, so he knows he's covering that. He knows he's covering that receiver no matter what. So he has the space to run out of it. He does, and he's not gonna get the first down, but it was a good play for them. Like 8 yards on first down. Got a 2nd and 2, and they're gonna get it. 2nd and 2. Great run by them. These are some pretty good blocks up front. Moving people. Look at this window open up. Pretty good. 79. There's good work by 79 in there. Watch 79. Gonna help number 75. Open that window up. Help them. Open that window up. Good hole. That's a big hole for them. Good run. Good run. And then the touchdown. Was that like 60 yards? Where were they at? It might be 70. 65. 65-yard touchdown. Good ball. I'm not so sure about the zone. I would love to break down the coverage here. I don't know what the coverage is because I literally can't even see the picture. So I don't know. Seems like we end up in some type of too high. Looks like Nash maybe got low on a too high type look. I don't know. I'm not going to try to speculate. It's a touchdown for Portland State. That would be their only touchdown of the game. They would end the game actually with 10 points, but good play by them. Good ball by Sachere. Good route by number 6. I think number 6 is a good player. They use him a lot. He showed up a lot on this game. Good play by them. 31-10 lead for Montana. 6 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. And, man, this was interesting. I only put this on here because of this. You got Keali'i Ah Yat back in the game. The snap is going to be a little bit to the side. It looks like he drops it. He doesn't drop it. The snap's a little bit to the side. You can notice it. I didn't put the other view on here, but it's a little off to the side, but it hops right into Eli's lap. And Eli's going to get like 5 on first down. 3rd and 3. What do we got here? Spot concept. So we talk about this spacing concept. I mean, if you watch this channel often, we've talked about spacing over and over again. There's a lot of different variations you can run with this. You can run it as a spot concept, but the key to it is the spot. Okay, so let's break it down. This is like day one spacing concept. You got the running back on the horizontal stretch on the flare. You got so you got 2 tight ends. Let's get that out of the way. This is 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, 1 running back, 2 receivers. You have this tight end on an OTB. You want him to get over the ball. And you have this tight end on a wide and spot route. So watch them pre-snap. They're in a hip formation. And inside tight end, which I think is Schaefer, is going to go on an OTB. Barker is going to go on a widened spot. And you have the horizontal stretch by Eli. You can see he's influencing the corner because the corner's staying out there. He widens up the window because also with this guy going to the OTB over the ball route, Schaefer, that holds this linebacker. That opens up the window for Barker. That's exactly what you want. First down. Good ball by Keali'i Ah Yat as well to read it out. You know, it's easy read also. For quarterbacks, it's an easy read. Easy read. Easy way to teach. First down, Grizz. On 3rd and 3. Good play by Keali'i Ah Yat. Little play action. And it's just going to short arm it a little bit. So you're going to run Junior on this over. Looks like man coverage by number 6. Man coverage by number 7 on Ryan. And then man coverage on who I think is Racanelli up top. Racanelli most likely is running a take route or clear out route where he's clearing out the coverage over top. So you can get Junior on this over. Junior gets a step on number 6. Keali'i Ah Yat just got to get the ball up a little bit. Give him a chance. Miss outside. Give him a shot a little bit. It doesn't happen. It's okay. Like I keep saying, he's young. We're not gonna kill him on here or anything like that. This guy's gonna learn. This guy's gonna continue and improve, and these are gonna be non-issues by this time next year. I guarantee it. Missed opportunity right there, but you see the vision. You can see where we're trying to get to. You can see where the Grizz are trying to target. Just wasn't complete. All good. You move on to the next play. That was on 2nd and 5. You got a 3rd and 5. And he's just going to take his one-on-one slant up top. So you're going to run this slant arrow concept. A lot of times you can run this with 2 receivers. You can run this with a receiver and a tight end. This time they're running with a receiver and a running back. The running back goes on an arrow for the horizontal stretch. But it looks like it's just man coverage. The linebacker's running with the running back. You got one high safety and 100% is man coverage. And really, it looks like Racanelli kind of uses that linebacker to his advantage. That's on 3rd and 5. And he's getting a little pressure in his face as well. Our guard here kind of gets beat a little bit. It's late pressure, so he's got to kind of recover. Doesn't really matter. Get the first down on 3rd and 5. Great play. Great execution. Good all around. And then, man, Eli could have had a huge play here. This is another one of those plays where he's jump cutting on the inside, making things happen. He almost had a huge play here. Not so much a touchdown. Would have had 10 or 15 more yards after the stumble. It is what it is, though. Look at Declan in here working. Declan had to come in for Liam on short notice. Liam went down. Hopefully he's okay. Hopefully he's able to come back this year. Looked a little painful for him. He wasn't able to put any weight on it. Hopefully he's better. But I think Declan came in and did a good job. He had some misassignments. I'm not gonna call them misassignments because I don't know what his assignments were. There were some mixed blocks in there, but I think for the most part he did a really good job covering for Liam, who also is covering for McGinnis. So that illustrates the Grizz's depth right there. That McGinnis is down, so Liam's already the backup. Liam goes down. Declan comes in and does a fairly nice job. He's the center, so he's the backup center, so he comes in and plays guard. I think that exemplifies depth. That's something that Coach Houck has been trying to develop for years since he's come back, and it seems like they're finally getting there. Good play by him. Good block by Declan. Good play by Eli. Keep your feet, brother. Kind of starts stumbling right there. Good run. Could have had more. It is what it is. Got a 3rd and 4 here for the Grizz, and Portland State's just gonna have a good play for it. 27 once again showing up. Shooting the gap. There's no reads here. Seems like a straight handoff. They probably haven't allowed Keali'i Ah Yat to run. I don't know so much. He seems like most times he's just handing everything. He's not reading anything. Junior's going to try to get this block on the inside. I'm not trying to kill Junior. This is the second time this has happened. That's actually tough. I didn't know both of these were him. That's a hard block to get, especially when the linebacker recognizes it so fast. I'm not trying to give Junior a break. Junior, we'd love for you to make this block. We need for you to make this block, but he doesn't get it, and 27 makes a play. I did mention, though, I think 27 is a really good player. He was making plays all over the game, and this is one of those. He's going to blow this play up, and brother's going to come in and help him out. Good play on 3rd and 4 by them. Montana takes a 34-10 lead with 43 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Good play. Good play. Jackson Lee is going to get this PBU here on this out route by number 6. And I just think it's a really good play. Good breakup. Right there, Johnny on the spot. Short rollout for Sasha Ray. He's got the lead blocker being his running back, just picking up whoever shows up first. And good PBU by Jackson Lee. Thank you. Good play. Little scramble. Find the window for number 6. Looks like he's running a spot. Just looks like he's just really trying to find the window on 2nd and 10. This is really late in the game. We only got a few more plays on here, so but decent drive. They started putting on a decent drive late in this game. That's why I put this on here. They look like they might be able to score. They're gonna try to throw this fade. They were just trying to get number 6 the ball any type of way. You got TC and man here. Man coverage all the way. One high safety here for the Grizz. Man, one high. Man, and man. I'm gonna try to run this fade. Everybody thinks they can hit these slot fades on TC. I don't know why they think that. Pete Gubner right at the end before this cuts out. Gubner put a hit on him. Oh my gosh. But everybody thinks they can hit these slot fades on TC, and they cannot. TC's right there. Thank you. into the third quarter, into the fourth quarter. They're gonna try to run a double pass on Jackson Jr. They didn't disguise this very well. I don't know what he's trying to disguise, but Jackson Jr. is just playing over the top. He's not phased at all. They're trying to make it look like an option, because I think they had ran an option similar to this earlier on in the game. So make it look like that option. 19's gonna put the ball up. It's out of bounds though. Great recognition. Wait for number 2, Jackson Jr. not to, stay home. Trust it. Trust what your eyes are telling you, and make a play. Good play. We're gonna get a couple sacks here to end it all. These last couple drives, Riley Wilson really started to work. Got this stunt with Riley and Kale. Watch it. Go upfield, make that guard commit. The guard does not keep his shoulders square. That's the key. Keep your shoulders square. He doesn't. He gets beat. And Riley Wilson's going to put the pressure on and get the sack. Great play. Great by him. Good little spot concept by the tight end. This is a one-man route. There's nobody influencing any of these zones, so it's just a one-man concept. Spot by the tight end. Keali'i is on time, gives him the ball, and that was probably like 5 or 6 on first down. Now you got a 3rd and 4. You're gonna run Junior. To me, this looks like an option route. I feel like Junior probably has the option to go in or out. Just the way he sets it up. You got the more outside, the fade outside by the outside receiver. But you watch Junior here. He looks like he's trying to set it up, trying to feel out where the DB is going to play him. The DB seems like he's probably shading outside. Junior hits him inside. He probably would have had a big play for you. Man, all you got to do is break this tackle. He doesn't. It is what it is. But good route, good connection by him and Ah Yat. Good play. Way to put it on him. Good play. On 3rd and 4, first down. Man, I can't say enough how good I think the Grizz have been on 3rd down throughout this stretch of games. They're on I think they've won 6 straight, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, because they're 9-1. They won 3, lost 1 now. They've won 6 straight. I think in this 6-game winning streak, they've been very good on 3rd down. They've been, I think they're the 3rd down percentage. I have to look at it throughout this last 6 games. But I think it's been really good. I think it's been really, really good, and I'm really impressed to see how they've done on 3rd down this season. Looks like probably a deep curl concept for Keelan. So you're in 11. You got the X on this, or it might be the Z. Looks like the Z on the orbit motion. You're going to run Junior on this seam all the way through the teeth of the defense, all the way through, and you got Keelan finding the hole deep, like 15 to 20 yards deep. And you watch Keali'i Ah Yat work through all of his progressions. He goes there, he goes to Junior, and then he works his way back to Keelan. Watch it. Watch his eyes. There, back. You get another view at it from this next view, but this is really good by Keali'i Ah Yat. I think it was awesome. Progression. Just like that. This is perfect. Just watch the eyes. 1, no. 2, no. 3. Got you. First down. Great play. That just looks awesome. Man, another one that we'd love to have back. I don't know so much if this window is super clean, but you're going to have this boot. You got the tight end in the flats. You're really trying to get 2 along the sidelines. You got Junior on a corner or an out. Looks like an out. And then you might have starts as the number 1 receiver. You might have this number 1 receiver on a deep corner. I'm not so sure. But then you have the over as well. Looks like a deep corner by number 1 Simpson. You kind of got a window that you can throw this ball into, but you don't want to do what he did, and what he did was miss inside. That's what you don't want to do. Definitely seems like that's something that he could work on. He missed earlier on the corner. I'm not at practice with this guy every day, so I don't know what he does and what he doesn't do well. Obviously, he did things well enough to be able to play as a freshman. I'll say that. So obviously, this guy has a skill. We've all seen it. I think he's got a lot of talent, but you want to miss outside on this, if anything. If you're gonna miss outside, I think he's got a window to hit Junior. You got to throw it probably a little earlier, but I think it's there. It's definitely there, but got lucky right there that we didn't get an interception. he's going to continue to grow. I've liked a lot of what he's done so far with the playing time that he's got. And, I think these are easy mistakes to fix. I'm really excited to see what his future is going to look like, but just missed here. Tough play is what it is. We move on. That was on 2nd and 10. You got a 3rd and 10. And this is just, man. So I tweeted out that you could see freshman growing pains at times with Keali'i, which is expected for every freshman. Let's not talk about my freshman growing pains, because my freshman season was rough. This is not about me, though. This is about the Grizz. There's a couple freshman growing pains that happen when you play freshman, and this is probably one of them. You never want to take a sack. There's not much you can do, to be honest, because he's still in the pocket. So, maybe just throw a fade, throw it out of bounds towards Keelan. You just don't want to take a sack here. I'd probably throw it out of bounds towards Keelan, since Keelan is on this stop down here. Looks like you could probably get it. I don't know if you guys can see that stop route, but Keelan's on a stop down here. But if anything, you can't take the sack. The sack kills you. The sack will absolutely kill you. That's tough. Sack in the red zone takes us out of field goal range, and we end up punting it away. But the defense is going to step up. So you got 6 minutes left in the game, 34-10 Montana, and you're going to get Garrett. He doesn't even put a crazy move on, but just look at the subtle move on this rush. Just a slight inside move, frees that tackle up, and kill shot. Kill shot. Amazing play. I vaguely remember, I think the last time that the Grizz went to Hillsborough was 2019, which was my junior season, and Dante had a hit on their quarterback, David Alexander. It was a crazy hit. I think his name was David Alexander. Big hit just like that. Honestly, it was worse. And that quarterback had been taking a beating. That quarterback was super tough. He was a really good player. And Dante put a hit on him that he'll remember for the rest of his life. You got 3rd and 17. Just watch Riley Wilson. Watch Riley Wilson, his relentless effort. Watch him win on this rush. Beat that tackle. Man. Kind of looks like they're doing a stunt here by was that Hayden and Riley Wilson. Anyway, Riley Wilson's gonna win here, and watch the relentless effort. Chase him down. Thank you. Go get your sack. You earned it. Pause. Man, so that was the last play. 34-10 Grizz get the win against Portland State. Great game for the Grizz, but that's great and dandy, but we know what this is about. We know exactly what this is about. This is about Cat Grizz. This is about Montana versus Montana State. This is about bragging rights. This is about the Big Sky title. Everything's on the line here. I'm super excited. I'm super ready. It's going to be an amazing game. Make sure y'all come check us out at the tailgate show, pregame tailgate show, at the GSA tailgate. That's going to be awesome. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be a great environment in Wagriz this week. Cannot wait to see who comes out on top. Big Sky showdown. And yeah, I appreciate you guys for tapping in. I will see you guys next time. And yeah,